Hey everybody, welcome back to Kill by Daylight. Time to go over another mid-chapter dev update. There's going to be multiple this time around, which is kind of exciting, actually. It says up here, Part 1 for September 2021, even though I think I've been over this in the past. It's technically for October. Whatever. Stupid things. Stupid things like that. Whatever. But this is Part 1. McLean said this is the last patch that he actually helped dev, so it's... And apparently it's going to be a super gigantic one, which is kind of interesting, because next dev update, they might actually go over boon totems, which is exciting and horrifying at the same time, depending on what side you play, or if you play both. So that's something to look forward to. But on to Part 1, let's go over this. TLDR, it's a good update. It looks really good so far. I'm happy with it, the way it looks. Except for one thing I think could be changed. And if you follow me on Twitter, you already know what it is, but let's go through this. One by one. Killer updates, Trapper, getting a lot of love, a lot of needed love. Apparently, something I didn't know is that the number of bear traps on the map is random. I didn't know that. Each trial will spawn between 4 to 6 bear traps at random. I didn't know that. That's very, very stupid, actually. That works like that. It should just spawn 6, no matter the map. I don't know why it just didn't do that, but now it does. Now 6 traps will always spawn, not including the traps you load in carrying. Takes away some of the random element in playing Trapper and makes each match feel more consistent. Having more traps is great and all, but wouldn't be nice to carry more than one without add-ons. So this is the thing that I think could have been changed for a little bit better. They say they did a pass on his least used add-ons and either increased their effects, removed their downsides, or gave them something new entirely. Tension Spring. I don't play Trapper, because why would I? I ain't got time for that. I don't remember what Tension Spring did before. I think it was you either set it quicker or it took longer to disarm or something like that. Now a bear trap resets 2 seconds after the survivor escapes from it. That's nice. That's very, very nice. They're going to be doing that with a bunch of his least used add-ons. That's nice to see them doing that. Thumbs up. Trapper Sack, the most used add-on he gets, which is why I think this is a little tease, because this says some of his least used add-ons. Trapper Sack used to give you 2 bear traps extra. 2 extra bear traps to start, and you carry 2 more. Now, all bear traps are carried at the beginning of the trial instead of spawning on the map. A lot of people were saying that should have been base kit a long time ago. But now it's going to be one of his most used add-ons. Oops, except bear traps cannot be picked up. Why? Why can a killer not have an add-on that is god tier? I don't understand that. The little bit of Trapper I've played and the videos I've seen, you set the trap up, they disarm it or whatever, and it shifts out of the way. So you gotta pick it up and reset it. Why would you make it so bear traps can't be picked up? I don't understand that. I just don't understand it. First part, god tier. Second part, drops it down to C tier. I'm just gonna be, if I ever play Trapper again, which God knows if I will, I'm just gonna run the Trapper bag, which gives you 2 to start and 1 extra to carry. That's, I don't, unless they touch that one and maybe make that the new god tier one, but that's a yellow add-on. He doesn't get a green bag add-on. So I wonder if they're gonna make one of the older add-ons a bag to replace the Trapper Sack, what it was. I don't know. We'll have to see like the actual full patch notes, which again there's gonna be a ton of apparently. It's a big old beefer here. But next up, Spirit. Hey, I don't play Spirit, and I don't play against Spirit because I'm not at that high enough MMR as a survivor to actually face people who want to play Spirit. But this is an actual nerf to Spirit. It's weird to say they actually got something correct when nerfing the Spirit. The Spirit has been a strong killer since the release, yep, and with that in mind, we've made some changes to aim and increase her skill ceiling, whilst also giving survivors some counterplay. Look at that! That discourse, that feud that got True Talent removed from the Fog Whisperers program because of bullshit reasons. Yeah, I'll say it, bullshit reasons. It got something done, and we'll talk about me and my conspiracy theories later. But when close to a Spirit's husk, survivors will not receive any indication the Spirit is phase walking. Originally, this was intended to be a fun mind game. Is she using her power or is she faking it? That's not a mind game. That is like a true 50-50 mix-up in like MK11. Like, I gotta guess if your next string is a high or a low, and if I call wrong, I'm dead. That's not a fun mind game. That's actually stupid bullshit. Though in practice, it often doesn't feel that way. Exactly what I just said. This lack of feedback forces you to make a guess and hope it pays off. Again, it's a true 50-50 mix-up. Not really a thing you want in asymmetrical horror games, which can be great when it works in your favor, but also feels awful when it doesn't. Oh, hey, fun fact, it doesn't work out most times for the survivor. Stand still tech shouldn't be a thing. To add more skill into Spirit's counterplay, we're making two changes. Any survivor within 24 meters of the Spirit will now hear a directional phase sound. This lets you know whether or not she's phasing, and also gives you a rough idea which direction she's coming from. That's nice. The Spirit's footsteps will now kick up dust while she is phasing. Keen survivors may be able to pinpoint where she is, but tall grass and other obstacles may make it difficult. That doesn't make sense for a ghost to kick up dust, but in the game, thumbs up. Very, very, very good changes. Man, it sucks that McLean is leaving this part of the company. That blows. That honestly blows. Also, I don't know if he left Behavior, which I don't think he did. He just said he was done with Dead by Daylight, so unless they've got something new cooking up, maybe they do, maybe they don't know. But this is good shit. This is really good shit. These changes aim to add more skill into playing the Spirit and against the Spirit, and reduce the reliance on coin flips. Yeah, 50-50s, I said it. Additionally, we've done a pass on some of the Spirit's add-ons to bring them more online and make the lesser used add-ons more appealing. Like the Trapper, some of these changes are small tweaks while others completely new effects. Wakizashi Saya, during Yamaoka's haunting, use the activate ability button to return to the husk and end the haunting. I don't remember what this was before. Again, I don't play Spirit because I don't have the big brain 5-head plays that most people who play Spirit do. The Senko Hanabi, when haunting ends, the Spirit's husk explodes and any vault locations within 4 meters are blocked for 5 seconds. That is redonkulous. That's crazy. Use these two in combination could be really fun. Like, especially like, I was gonna say Hawkins, but oops. Leary's. And the game, hell, any map that has a lot of like L&T walls and jungle gyms. Put a husk in one area, and then immediately use your ability again to return to the husk, exploding the husk, and blocking all vault location. You basically got bamboozled whenever you have your power. Interesting. Killer add-ons update. What does moderately mean? How much more is tremendously compared to considerably? You ever found yourself in this situation? You're not alone. So, going back to the conspiracy theories, Got Jun made a very, very, very funny video. Talk about one of Huntress's add-ons had a weird symbol in it and a number in it to indicate something. Something similar to a wingding almost. As obviously poking fun that Behavior never puts actual numbers in their add-ons, and Huntress is the only one that has 2 add-ons that actually say what they do. The only 2 add-ons in the game. That's changing when this patch hits, whenever this is. I think it's rumored or leaked to be like the 1st or 2nd week of October, something like that. We use descriptive words like these to keep descriptions simple. They're actually more wordy if you use what you're currently doing, but hey. But they end up causing just as much confusion since it's not immediately clear what they're doing. With that in mind, we've done a pass on all killer add-ons to list their exact effects. We plan to extend this to the rest of the game, items, perks, etc. in the future. On top of that, killer add-ons that apply a status effect will now have a brief description of that status effect. While our designers were going through hundreds, I'm assuming it's hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of add-ons by one in their update description, we've also noted down a few for changes as well. There's a few too many to list, but we've changed some add-ons for the following killers: Hillbilly, Nurse, Shape, Hag, Oni, Blight, Wraith, Pig, Ghostface. Pig, the big one, you can see it right here. It's Tamper Timer. Tamper Timer. Somebody who played Pig, just nothing but Pig for 3 months. Tamper Timer is bullshit. It shouldn't be a thing in the game. Creative Gears, Bag of Gears, keep them. Change Tampered Timer. Change Tampered Timer and make the Iridescence base kit. Fingers crossed. Not gonna happen. Absolutely not gonna happen. Just not gonna happen. I don't know what the other ones could be. Like, we've changed some add-ons for the following killers. These changes are focused mostly on unused add-ons and add-ons that are too weak/powerful. Tamper Timer is the big one. That's gonna get, like, the boot, I feel. Because they've said in the past that they're going away from one-shot downs and insta-kills and all that stuff. I think Tamper Timer is gonna get the boot. And if you listen to any Pigmain talk, they will tell you Tamper Timer is bullshit. If you want head pops, you have to use Crate of Gears as well as the plan. Jigsaw's plan, the purple one. The one that adds another box. I think that's what it does. I don't remember. I played Pig for like 3 months and I forgot everything. Crazy. But they're like, Tamper Timer needs to go. I don't know what they're doing. Also, they're giving Billy another pass on his add-ons. Okay. I'm interested in this one. Tombstone Mire is gonna be done, I'm assuming. Maybe Scratched Mirrors changed a bit. I don't know. I'm gonna go over the entire patch when it drops because I'm very interested in all of these. I love playing Michael. I love playing Hag. Blight is really fun. Wraith is really fun. I was a Pigmain. Ghostface is here as well. So I'm very curious as to that. Perks. A bunch of perks here. Another killer add-on update. Thumbs up. There you go. Perk updates. Variety is the spice of life, and DBD doesn't have that. Yeah, in an ongoing effort to give you more options to choose from, we're updating a huge list of perks. Without further ado, let's run some of them quickly. Vigil gets a nice boost. If I remember correctly, it reduces or increases your recovery from exhaustion. From 20% now to 30%, and now will increase the recovery rate of broken, exposed, and oblivious status effects as well where applicable. That's nice. That's good. Thumbs up. Babysitter, another small tweak. The rescue survivor will now receive a speed boost in addition to not leaving scratch marks or pools of blood. Thumbs up. For the people, can create some amazing moments, but the trade-off of being broken can make it very risky to justify using. We're decreasing the duration of broke status from 90 seconds to 60 seconds, so a minute and a half to just a minute. Thumbs up. I can't say anything other than that. Hex Retribution. Hex Retribution would only make Survivor oblivious if they cleansed. Hex Retribution would only make a Survivor oblivious if they cleansed the Dull Totem. Now, interacting with any kind of totem will make them oblivious. Additionally, we've increased the R reading duration once a Hex Totem is cleansed to 15 seconds. So I'm assuming this, and to spoil Thrill of the Hunt here, boons, I'm assuming it works with boons too. Because if they interact with a Dull Totem, like they specifically say interacting with any totem. So I'm assuming if they touch a Dull Totem to put a boon on it, they get oblivious? I'd imagine that's how it works, but probably not. Blood Favor and Third Seal are the same thing, basically. Blood favor, this perk shipped with very safe conditions so it couldn't get out of control. Nobody uses it. Upon reflection, we feel comfortable by removing some of these restrictions. It will no longer have a cooldown and will be also activate upon successful special attacks as well. That's good. Third seal, second verse, same as the first. It now activates with special attacks. I wish they kind of changed how blindness works, but that's a bit much to ask for right now, I suppose. Maybe in part 2. Don't know. Thrill of the Hunt with boon perks making their way to the game. More on this soon. Probably the next one, probably next week. We decided to give Thrill of the Hunt some love by extending the speed penalty from cleansing to blessings as well. Thumbs up. It's good shit. Item and character kill switch. Last but not least, let's talk about game health feature. The item and character kill switch. With over 50 playable characters, I think it's a lot more than that. And their cosmetics, nearly 200 perks, it's a lot more than that. And hundreds more add-ons and offerings in the game. Sometimes things do break. Hey, sometimes is actually quite frequently things break. Rarely things will break in a way that makes them exploitable, and that can make the next week or two before a fix really rough. Or you just disable Dead Dog's Saloon for the 4th week in a row. Enter the kill switch. It's a lot nicer than it sounds. The kill switch also allows us to disable anything that's causing an issue without needing an update. When something breaks and becomes exploitable, we switch it off until it is fixed. Hopefully that applies to, you know, let's just say, patches being pushed on a Friday at midnight that bricks console players. I wonder if you could just flick the switch to turn that off. This is something we've been able to do with maps for a while now to great effect. Disabled items and characters will be clearly marked and not be selectable. What this means to you, when that one thing breaks, normally it's multiple things because it's spaghetti, and people start to abuse it, you won't have to play against it for a week or two until there's a fix, or fucking 2 months with the Jeff perk that would break the hook permanently. Yeah. But with that, we'll give you a break from reading for today. But we're just getting started. There's a lot more to cover, so come back Monday for part 2. So, in about 5 days from now, when I'm recording this, the Thursday that this just came out, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, yep, 4 days. I can count my days. Thumbs up. I guess that Tuesday we'll be reading and going over part deuce. Like I said at the top, this is good shit. This is really good shit for both killers and survivors. I'm very excited to see the killer add-ons update, see what's getting changed with everybody here. I'm curious to see what other perks are getting updated. I'm excited with boon totems coming in to see what they're up for, because that will dictate if I spend $4 on a survivor that nobody really gives a fuck about because it's not a licensed character. Curious to see what else they do with Spirit. Curious to see what else they change with Trapper. Obviously all this is probably bound to change with a PTB. PTB is supposed to be actually the Tuesday after part 2 goes up. Yeah, the September 28th is supposed to be the PTB with the new survivor, so everything kind of lines up, doesn't it? Yeah, do. Good shit so far. 50% of the way through this patch. Good shit, really good shit. McLean's last patch, sad. That means Alamo gets more duties and more shot calling, I feel like. That's terrifying. That means Pig is probably gonna be deleted from the game. RIP, Pig. That's a joke, obviously. It's fun to pick on Alamo because he gets shit wrong. Love him though. Love Alamo. He seems like a really cool dude. I've said it in the past. I kid, I joke, I poke fun at him. I do not mean any real meanness to him. I know his job has to be held. I'll say that. But McLean's final patch is shaping up to be, in my year and a half, almost 2 years in this community and this game, shaping up to be the best patch they've ever released. And no doubt, when it releases, like I said, I think it's supposed to be the second week of October, around October 14th or something like that. It will no doubt have the most bugs that any patch has ever had. So I'm looking forward to not playing the game for another 3 months. But for now, I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, I don't know what you would have enjoyed in this. My snarkiness? I don't know. If you like Alamo and McLean as devs, please hook the like button more, the subscribe button, bing bong the bell. And until next time, I guarantee it will be a gameplay video. Don't worry. I've got that shit on lockdown now. I will see you in the fog. Good luck.